At the 2025 Climate Action Summit, the UN Secretary-General once again sounded the alarm. We are sleepwalking into climate hell while still holding the keys to turn off the furnace. Global carbon dioxide levels have passed 425 parts per million, 150% of pre-industrial levels. 2025 is the third hottest year on record. Half the world's land areas experienced an unprecedented number of days under severe heat stress. Meanwhile, global debt has exceeded $307 trillion, 3 times the size of the world economy. This is not simply a climate problem to be solved. It is the final crash warning of an old civilization's operating system. Governments and international bodies are still searching for answers in the old world's toolbox. More negotiations, more complex carbon trading, stricter regulations. They ignore one simple fact. You cannot solve a problem using the same way of thinking that created it. The climate crisis, the debt crisis, social division, these are not separate problems. They are multiple system error messages appearing at the same time. As an outdated civilization hits its physical limits, the real solution is not to fix each error one by one. It is to install an entirely new operating system for human civilization. The current global system is built on 3 core flaws that reinforce one another. Flaw 1: debt-based money creates artificial scarcity. Modern economies rely on a debt-driven money system. Money is, in essence, a debt claim on future resources. This design contains a fatal logic. The system must keep growing, or the debt chain breaks. Global debt to GDP has risen from 200% in 2008 to over 330% today. The worship of growth turns directly into unlimited extraction of Earth's resources. When ecological limits begin to show, the old system does not change its goals. Instead, it uses financial tools to pull nature itself into the debt growth game. Flaw 2: information asymmetry locks in power structures in the old system. Tech companies control user data through algorithms. Governments control decision-making through bureaucracy. Financial institutions control economic knowledge through complex models. This built-in asymmetry has a serious result. Society cannot form a shared understanding of what the crisis really is. People only see broken pieces, extreme weather, rising costs, unstable jobs. The systemic connections behind these events are completely hidden by information barriers. Flaw 3: a competitive view of human nature creates collective irrationality. The old system assumes humans are selfish and must be controlled through competition. Education, business management, international relations, all built on this idea. The result is that the prisoner's dilemma becomes the norm. Even when cooperation benefits everyone, the system punishes cooperators and rewards defectors. This is especially clear in climate action. Every country knows that cutting emissions together is the only way. But each fears, if I reduce and others don't, my economy suffers. So we walk collectively toward climate disaster. 3 flaws: debt growth, information asymmetry, competitive irrationality form a death spiral. But while we struggle with the old world's problems, a new world has quietly emerged. This new world follows completely different physical laws. First, land is unlimited. Every smartphone is a new piece of land in the internet world. Over 5 billion smartphones form an ever-expanding new continent. Second, labor is unlimited. Internet users contribute over 10 billion hours online every day. These hours create massive value. Third, the cost of creation is near zero. Copying code, articles, videos costs almost nothing. Value can be compounded infinitely without consuming physical resources. Yet we manage this new world using old world rules. Tech companies privatize the land of the new continent. Platforms become private property. They commodify users' labor, your data, and sell it. They monopolize the ability to replicate at zero cost. It is like installing a jet engine onto a horse-drawn carriage. The engine is capable of 100 kilometers per hour. The carriage was designed for only 3 kilometers per hour. The engine runs at full throttle. The carriage resists with all its strength. The wheels can't take the force. The frame loosens. The horse panics. This hybrid struggles to reach 5 kilometers per hour, while the system tears itself apart. This is our world today. Technology gives us the potential of 100. Old institutions impose the resistance of 3. We end at 5, and everyone is exhausted. The key is not far away. It is already in our hands. Every smartphone user needs to realize one thing. We are the rightful owners of this new digital continent, and we can unite under this identity. This collective ownership takes a specific form, a consumer-owned public market. It is not another tech platform. It is the constitution, the infrastructure, and the governance system of the internet world. At its heart is a simple mathematical equation. Consumers' selfish cooperation equals producers' selfless competition. Let me break this down. Consumer selfishness is an axiom. No one needs to prove it. Everyone naturally wants better products at lower cost. Cooperation means global consumers unite digitally. We form a single purchasing power. We own the platform together. Now watch what happens. Producers, entrepreneurs, bankers, capitalists now compete. Not on marketing budgets, not on information manipulation. They compete on genuine innovation, real efficiency, true ecological sustainability. Because the market is fully transparent. Feature 1, absolute information symmetry. Every product's full life cycle data is visible in a single system. Raw materials, carbon emitted, all transparent. Information monopolies dissolve. Business models built on hiding information stop working. Feature 2, morality becomes an embedded attribute, not an external constraint. When an individual's best choice aligns perfectly with the collective good, morality is no longer a virtue to preach. It becomes an inevitable outcome of the system's math. Structure changes. Behavior follows. Feature 3, labor and reward are redefined. The market locks in future global consumption, takes a fixed commission. Since future consumption is infinite, system profits are infinite. These profits return as dividends to the owners, global consumers. For the first time, universal basic dividends. Wages are no longer a condition of survival. Work shifts from I have to I want to. Feature 4, technology changes direction. I in the old system. Innovation is driven by venture capital, short-term returns, monopolies. In the new system, innovation is driven by collective consumer demand. When consumers care about full life cycle impact, technology naturally shifts toward resource efficiency, circularity, regeneration. Progress becomes symbiotic, not extractive. Under the new system, the climate crisis is not solved. It is dissolved. Mechanism 1. Growth pressure dissolves. When the economy no longer depends on debt-driven GDP growth. When well-being and ecological health become central metrics. The compulsion to extract endlessly disappears. Companies optimize for quality, durability, circularity, not endless expansion. Mechanism 2. Ecological costs become visible. In a transparent market, a product's full ecological cost is on screen. Consumers can easily compare the real ecological cost. High-cost products aren't banned. They're simply not chosen. Mechanism 3. Global intelligence unleashes. Today, solving climate depends on a few research institutes. In the new system, anyone can propose solutions using open global data. Climate becomes a global open innovation game, with billions participating. Mechanism 4. Human-nature relationship resets. When humans no longer need to exploit nature just to survive. When technology aligns with ecological balance, the hostile relationship naturally shifts into symbiosis. Not because humans become morally better, because the structure no longer rewards exploitation. The climate crisis is not Earth's problem. It's a mismatch between humanity's operating system and physical reality. Change the system. The problem dissolves. If this solution is so clear, why isn't it happening? 3 mental chains hold us back. Chain 1. Professional blindness. Climate scientists see carbon numbers. Economists see growth models. Engineers see technical fixes. No one sees the shared system failure behind them all. Specialization increases efficiency, but also fragments perception. Chain 2, the habit of gradual reform. The old system teaches change must be slow, gentle, respectful. DOS to Windows, feature phones to smartphones. Each was a replacement, not a patch. You cannot upgrade by adjusting the old. Chain 3, defense by the beneficiaries. Those who benefit financial capital, tech monopolies, traditional industries. Deny systemic problems. They blame technical details, poor execution. Their solutions are always more of the same. More financial tools, more technical patches, more policy tweaks. Because acknowledging the system means losing their place. These chains are mental. They exist in minds, and minds can change. Installing the new system requires no violence. It requires a global awakening of understanding. 3 steps. Step 1, mental reset. Recognize 3 facts. First, the internet has created a new world with different physical rules. Scarcity is no longer the default. Second, every one of us is a shared owner of this new world. Not by law yet, but by right of presence and contribution. Third, we can keep abusing this new world with old rules, or we can unite to create new ones. That choice is entirely ours. Step 2, digital unity. Consumers worldwide use existing networks to express support for a consumer-owned public market, not a vote for a politician, a signal of intent. When supporters reach a critical level, perhaps 1 to 5% of global internet users, the system shifts phase. A new possibility becomes visible. Step 3, system switch. Based on this consensus, development and deployment begin. This doesn't require overthrowing anything. Build a parallel system alongside the old. Think of the shift from horse-drawn carriages to cars. No1 smashed carriages. They built roads. They built cars. When the new system was clearly better, people moved naturally. The same can happen here. The IPCC gives a clear time window. Emissions must peak before 2025 and fall 43% by 2030 to have a 50% chance of staying within 1.5°C. The old system's path has failed. COP28 proved again. Frameworks built on national rivalry and short-term interests cannot produce the cooperation we need. We stand at a civilizational turning point. On one side, collapse under the old system. On the other, a leap forward under the new. The choice is not between governments. It is between 5 billion smartphone users. Every click, every share, every conversation is a vote for the future. The climate crisis is not Earth's problem. It is a mismatch between humanity's operating system and physical reality. The solution is not more carbon capture devices on Earth. It is a new operating system for human civilization, one compatible with the planet. And here's the remarkable thing, that new systems installation package is already pre-installed on every smartphone. It awaits only our collective confirmation. When the last server of the old system shuts down, historians may record it like this. Humanity did not solve the climate crisis. It grew into a stage of civilization where such crises no longer arise. We stand at the threshold between these two stages. One step forward is not a leap into the unknown. It is a return to the path we were always meant to follow. A path of symbiosis between humans, technology, nature, and each other. The key is not on negotiation tables. It is in the glowing screen in your hand. Every time you choose what to pay attention to, what to consume, what to share. You are casting a vote for the future operating system of this planet. The new world is not in the future. It is in every choice made today. Pause. The screen in front of you. The update is available. Will you click install? Black screen. White text, THECHO, ICEISYAURS.